No Nut November is right around the corner, and with me being somewhat of an expert on NoFap and semen retention, I figure it's time for me to make a video on how to survive No Nut November. Now, I am aware that a lot of people who follow my channel are either on NoFap or have tried NoFap in the past, but No Nut November is a whole different animal because a lot of people trying No Nut November have never actually tried this before. Me personally, I didn't know that No Nut November was a real thing. A few years ago, I thought that No Nut November was just a meme. I didn't realize that people were actually trying this. And with me now being 7 months into my NoFap journey and almost 3 months into my semen retention journey, I feel more than qualified to give you guys all types of game, all types of wisdom on how to survive this month. Now, a month does not seem like a long time. It's just 30 days. November is only 30 days, but anyone who's actually tried this knows that it can be extremely difficult. This is 95% mental, 5% physical. Okay, it's all in the mind. It starts with the mind. And that's the main takeaway that I want you guys to get from this video, is how to cultivate the right mindset that makes No Nut November pretty much effortless for you. If you spend the entirety of that 30 days thinking about not nutting, you're not going to get anywhere. It's not really going to give you the benefits that it's supposed to because you're still focused on the wrong things. You're focused on not doing the wrong things as opposed to doing the right things. And that's the mindset shift that we need to make. Now, understand this. There are real benefits to semen retention. That's why people do it. Like I said, I'm almost 3 months into retention and 7 months into NoFap. And I didn't do that for no reason. Okay, I didn't give up that degree of pleasure for no reason. There was a return on my investment, the investment of discipline. The return is that I became a better version of myself. Now, some of the benefits of semen retention include discipline. Okay, you put discipline into it and you get discipline out of it because the very act of transcending your biological urges, the urges that you came here inherently with, that's going to give you more discipline. That's indisputable. If you overcome the one thing that you came here to do biologically, you're going to become a more disciplined person. And discipline is one of the key factors for success in any avenue of life. In addition to discipline, you're also going to develop more confidence. Why? Because you're overcoming an obstacle. Every day that passes by where you are on retention, where you are holding in your energy, your seed, you are becoming a more confident person because you are overcoming an obstacle. It is not an easy task to reject your desire for instant gratification in favor of long-term growth and fulfillment. So every single day that you go on that journey, you are becoming a better version of yourself. And naturally, you are going to become a more confident person as a byproduct. Now, because you're going to become a more confident person, you're going to start to become more comfortable interacting with girls. Or if nothing else, you're going to be more comfortable and confident getting out of your comfort zone. You're going to start to challenge yourself. You're going to start to stretch yourself out a little more. And that's going to help you grow as a person overall, which is only going to help your confidence even more. Okay, so when you develop confidence and discipline, those two traits alone will get you pretty much wherever you want to go in life once you learn to apply them in the right direction. And semen retention and NoFap are a great way of doing that. And No Nut November is a great place to start. If you really do No Nut November the right way and you focus on things that really bring you growth, inner growth, you probably will keep going. You probably won't want to stop at the end of those 30 days because why would you? You're improving your life. Now, with all of that being said, No Nut November is very, very difficult. That's why the benefits are so potent. If you can overcome that degree of difficulty, overcoming your biological urges, that's what makes you a better version of yourself. But it is not easy. A lot of people watching this will fail. But I don't want that to be you. Okay, you watching this right now, I don't want that to be you. I want everybody to succeed on No Nut November. And not only that, but I want everybody to adopt this as a lifestyle so that they can get all of the amazing benefits that I've experienced in my life. The proof is in the pudding, literally. On my channel, you can see it. You can see all of the growth. It's all there documented. The receipts are all there. But like I said, It's not going to be easy by any means. So I want to help you guys make the journey not easier, but make you and your mind become stronger so that you can accommodate the difficulty of this task. Now, the first thing that you can do to survive No Nut November is to stop watching porn. Okay, porn is the killer. It is the primary killer of your mind. Out of the whole PMO cycle, P is the single most detrimental to your mental health and well-being. Now, I know that quitting porn is not very easy to do because we all have access to technology. If you have access to technology, you can watch porn at any given time of the day. But luckily for you, I have a solution. And that brings me to Blocker X, the sponsor of today's video. Now, you're watching this video because you need help. You know that you may not have what it takes mentally to go 30 days without releasing. And that's okay. We all have to start somewhere. But sometimes it's best to look outside of yourself for whatever resources you can find to help aid you on that journey. And that's where Blocker X comes in. Now, like I said earlier, quitting porn and doing NoFap and semen retention will give you more confidence to approach girls and approach people in general. A lot of people email me or they comment on my videos asking how they can approach women. A lot of people want to know that. It all starts with confidence. But how can you be confident in yourself if you have all of these images playing in the back of your mind all day? If you're so caught up in your instant gratification and the things that you're watching on these websites that you don't even know how to interact with an actual girl in real life. You have no confidence in yourself. And porn is more than likely the reason why. To effectively complete your NoFap journey, you need a companion like Blocker X. Blocker X is a complete system that will help you complete No Nut November and even go beyond that. The most common problem with other blockers is that they can be uninstalled too easily. So when you have those lapses in self-control, you can just uninstall the app and get right back to business. But Blocker X does not let you uninstall the app unless your buddy permits it. Your buddy being your accountability partner. It's extremely hard to quit porn when you're surrounded by people that think it's normal to watch it. And let me tell you, it's not. There's nothing normal about watching 2 or more people having sexual intercourse through a screen. There's nothing normal about that. It's normalized, but that doesn't make it normal and that doesn't make it healthy for you. Luckily for you, there are over 100,000 active members of the Blocker X community who are all trying to overcome their porn addiction just like you are. That's over 100,000 accountability partners right there. Now, personally, I would strongly recommend that you get Blocker X Premium. Click the link in the description and you get 3 free days of Blocker X Premium. You can use the code Jordan20 for 20% off all premium purchases. Think of it as an investment in yourself. Now, in addition to installing Blocker X, the next thing that you need to do to survive No Nut November is to figure out your why. Okay, you need to have a greater desire for something than you have for instant gratification. This is where a lot of people mess up. They just try doing NoFap for the sake of doing NoFap, and that's why a lot of people fail. Okay, if you want to survive NoFap, if you want to overcome that biological urge, because let me be real with you, those urges aren't going anywhere. I'm 7 months in and they're stronger than ever. And they're only going to keep getting stronger. I've gone longer than 7 months before. They don't go away. That's why you have to have a why that's even stronger than those urges. My why is YouTube. My why is expressing myself, growing as a person, helping as many people out as I can, creating and inspiring. Those are my whys. You need to figure out what your whys are. If you don't have a why, I'll give you a why right now. You want to become a better person. Plain and simple. You want to improve yourself. You want to elevate. You want to level up. You want to boss up your life in these next 30 days. You see, the key to having a strong why is to have a long-term mindset. You have to have a long-term mindset in terms of what you want out of life. You have to make that shift from wanting pleasure to wanting fulfillment. That's the biggest why out of this whole journey for anyone. You want to make that shift to a long-term mindset, to the desire for long-term gratification as opposed to instant gratification. And that won't come overnight, but it will come with time if you stay consistent and you stay true to your No Nut November journey. Now, in addition to that, you might have another why. Maybe you want to become more confident when talking to girls. Maybe you want to start a successful business. Maybe you want to get in the best shape of your life. There has to be something that is greater than your desire for instant gratification. Otherwise, you will not make it very far. I can promise you that. Now, the next thing that you need to do to survive No Nut November is to get off of Tinder and get off of social media. Okay, you need to leave all of that alone. I promise you, that is not going to end well for you. Especially once you get rid of porn, you're going to start to look at Instagram. You're going to look at these little Instagram models and their edited pictures, and you're going to get on Tinder and start trying to match with girls and hook up with them. You're only doing yourself a disservice by doing that. You have to have enough self-respect to get rid of all temptations. Now, I know that may not always be possible. Maybe you're working around attractive girls. I don't know. But do the best that you can. And it starts with technology. Getting off of the dating apps, getting off of social media. It is very, very difficult to practice NoFap and or semen retention while on Instagram. And I can personally attest to that. That's why I had to get off myself. That's a big part of the reason why I had to get off of Instagram and all social media. Because there's too much temptation on there. There's way too much temptation. And if I could succumb to that, a lot of people can succumb to that. Because I'm not somebody who is tempted very easily. So just do yourself a favor and delete those apps right now. Pause the video and go do that. Delete Tinder, delete Instagram. I promise you, all of the little memes or the things that you think you're going to miss out on, they're still going to be there when you get back, if you decide to come back. Because after 30 days off of it, you'll probably realize that you didn't need it anyways. But if you do decide to come back, you're not going to miss out on anything. Okay, anything worth seeing will still be there. Now, the next thing that you need to do to survive No Nut November is start going to the gym. You need to start going to the gym. And the reason why I say this is because you're going to have these physical urges. Okay, it's like I said, it's 95% mental, but it's 5% physical. And sometimes that 5% is the one that ends up making you fail. So you need to find a way to get rid of that extra energy that you'll have, those extra urges that you'll have. The gym is the perfect place to do that. The gym is one of the most magical places on earth. Every time you go to the gym, you come out a better person than you were when you entered the gym. So, if nothing else, not even accounting for NoFap, you should be going to the gym anyways. But especially now, because what you're going to find is that if you don't have a way to physically expend your energy on No Nut November, on semen retention, you're going to have trouble sleeping. You're going to be thinking about sex all day, every day. You're going to let these physical urges control you. And eventually, you're going to relapse and thus fail your No Nut November journey. So, go to the gym. Do yourself a favor. Start going to the gym consistently. I personally go 3 times a week. But if you have more time, you can go more than that. You can go every day if you want. But use the energy that you're going to get from semen retention to build the body that you've always wanted. And that will also perpetuate that long-term mindset that I was talking about earlier. There's no shortcuts in the gym. Even if you take steroids, supplements, whatever, you still have to put in the work. There is no way around that. And that's going to help perpetuate that discipline and that long-term mindset. And also, it'll help you with your confidence because your body is going to look and feel better. So, working out and NoFap and or semen retention, they go hand in hand.